Let our flesh now tremble for fear of God. Let us be afraid of his judgments. Let us at least hearken immediately to the exhortation to reform and amend our ways and doings. This we most certainly must do if we are to expect or even hope to be saved from destroying judgments. My dear neighbours, are you trembling this day for fear of God? Are you now afraid of his judgments? Are you sensibly touched and deeply affected with the threatening tokens of divine anger? I am sure you ought to be, and if you are not, you are stupid indeed. And to such I would now address myself, and with bowels of pity and certain I entreat and beseech you not to go in any longer in your unrepentant state. I advise such not to be deaf to God's voice unto them this week, but to be searching their hearts and trying their ways. I beseech you to no longer delay taking suitable time to look within yourselves and reflect with all possible seriousness and solemnity of spirit upon all your past evil ways and doings. You are also to bring to your remembrance and to especially mourn for the carnality and corruptions and great wickedness of your evil hearts, realizing that carnal mind and heart within you is enmity against God. Be persuaded to bring your hard, corrupt, and depraved hearts to God, for softening, renewing, cleansing, and healing. Plead with him that he may take away your hearts of stone, and give you hearts of flesh. Plead with God with gracious promises he has made to do so for those who will seek him for it. And as you bring unto the Lord your corrupt and wicked hearts, to come to him also with the wickedness of your lives, laying heavy upon your hearts, wickedness by which you have dishonored God, squelched the Spirit of God, and wounded your own souls. Come with the utmost grief, distress, and anguish. Know and see the evil bitterness of such ways and doings, which your conscience must tell you have not been right. Abhor yourselves before God in the very remembrance of them. Judge and condemn yourselves before God as utter unworthy of any mercy or salvation from him. And having thus mourned for your provocations of God, earnestly implore divine pity and pardoning mercy through the merit of God, of Christ for his sake alone. Resolve by the help of divine grace that you will cast away from you all your transgressions, that you will have reason to hope and to be saved from the judgments of God, or hid under the shadow of his wings until the heat of his indignation is past. What encouragement have we then to be humbling ourselves before God as we do this day? But what will all your confessions avail if we will not forsake as well as confess our sins? Let each of us then from this day onward set himself to reform and amend everything that is amiss. Let every one ask, what have I done? And have I not done a great deal to bring down this new and tremendous judgment on the land? If we do not, with the greatest possible concern of soul, do so, this will not be an acceptable day unto the Lord. I trust God has a remnant of his reformed and faithful people here, a number of such that tremble at his word and at his judgments. These are men of humble and contrite spirits, men of prayer and of holy conversation, men who are burdened over the sins of the times and of the place in which they live, men who are daily interceding with God for sparing mercy to a sinful land. And how many such are there in other towns and places doing as we are doing here, and have been in a very solemn manner all this week, who are this day pleading with God for mercy to a sinful people, but whether their intercessions shall prevail, God only knows. That this might be a day of atonement to us and to our houses. That God would hear the answer our supplication to him in this time of distress, while we are trembling before him and greatly afraid of further terrible manifestations of his holy displeasure. Let us beg the Lord to show us what he would have us learn and do by this awful voice by which he has spoken to us. I hope, my neighbours, this is your great concern this day. I dare not any longer delay calling you thus together, that we might once more unite in humbling ourselves before God and seek his face in favour.